Today we're back looking at some horrible people. Mother admitted to spanking her 3-year-old for not being excited to see her. Put it this way, if your own child is not excited to see you, quite clearly something's going on.
Rachel was visiting a friend. She was probably 3 or 4 in that before school age. And our neighbor had little kids, and so we would trade back and forth. So I went over to pick her up, and when I walked in, she said, "Oh, is it time to go?" So I thought, perfect opportunity. I got her home. I didn't address it there, but I did give her spanking. It's true. I did.
Why?
But I just said, when I come in, you're going to say, "Hi, Mom." You know, that's how we do this. So the next time she went over there, I did the review. Now remember, when I come, you're going to say, "Hi, Mom." You're not going to say, "Oh, I didn't want to go." So it was beautiful, because then when I picked her up, it was just all that, yes, Mom is here at last. Yeah, but it's just that training and giving them
If you have to train your child to be happy to see you, quite clearly you're failing as a parent. Is this meant to be some type of teaching class? But it looks as if she's got an audience. They soon tell me she's teaching these parents how to be parents. So the toddler was sad to leave playtime with another child, which is 100% normal behavior. Mum spanks her for not being excited. Toddler acts excited next time because it's scared crapless of her, and the idiot next to her cackles at this story. Imagine being proud to tell this story. And by the sounds of it, they're also teaching a mini class. Like, it literally looked like they were given like a step-by-step tutorial on how to raise a child. Whatever you do, don't follow their tips. Pretty bad when you have to beat someone into being excited to see you. That's what I'm saying. It's like, it's completely normal for a child not to want to go home. I used to always cry whenever I had to go home because I just was having so much fun. You know, if your child doesn't want to go home, there's a reason. Most likely because it's having fun. That's like having a dog and being angry at the dog for being excited for going out in a walk. Like, it's a normal reaction. Thieves steal packages from Amazon delivery truck.
In the truck, okay? Look,
Why are you laughing though?
oh my god. Hell, man. Shorty, hell. Look at him.
In my opinion, the person recording that and laughing at it is just as bad as the thieves themselves. Why would you do that? Like, I actually feel really bad for that woman, because she's probably going to get in trouble for that. Chances with boxes that big is that it was dog food or some stuff. I would agree, if you're not really going to be stealing anything good, it'll probably be some crap thing someone in that complex ordered. But yet again, I'm just angry at the person recording it. Why would you record that and laugh? Like, it's not funny. That poor girl is probably traumatized. Could you imagine turning around and seeing your van getting ransacked? In my opinion, the person who filmed it is just as bad. Prankster makes a man think his dog got killed outside. Yet again, what is going on with these people? That right there is not a prank. You don't go up to somebody and say that their dog's died.
I'm prank him.
But why?
Yo, bro. Is that your dog outside? He just got hit by a car across the street. I swear to God. He just got hit by a car, dude. Oh my God. He just got hit by a car. Go. I'm just messing with you, dog. Good old heart.
That's not funny though.
I just want to apologize. You got a knife? Oh, he's
Good.
He's got a knife. Play angles with him. He's got a knife. You got to play angles with him. You got to go. Come on this side and I'll go out the door. I don't trust you. You got a knife in your hand. He's got a knife. Shut the f up. I'm not walking outside. He's got a knife in his hand.
Oh, now you're being rude to an employee.
Don't bullshit. Blink 182 drummer. Put your
I'm gonna pause that right there. Look at the way everyone is looking at him. If people are looking at you with that amount of disgust in their face, just know that you're the issue. I don't think that's a prank. Like, to me, a prank is a fart prank or playing pranks on your friend. Going up to a guy and saying that his dog is dead outside is not a funny prank. Yes, you're a piece of crap. There's a difference between being funny and being cruel. That is the best way to describe that prank. It wasn't a prank. It was just being plain cruel. And it's the fact that he's sort of arguing with the employees. They're not paid enough money to have to deal with idiots like him. There needs to be actual consequences for this type of crap. It's becoming impersonal terrorism. I mean, it basically is harassment at this point. These people go out of their way to target vulnerable people just to get a laugh out of them. They're not even laughing with them, they're laughing at them and they're being cruel. I'm an a-hole for refusing to have a fully child-free wedding. So I recently proposed to my long-term girlfriend and we're planning for a wedding in summer next year. Everything is still very early stages. My fiance has expressed that she wants a child-free wedding, which I'm all down for, but I want to make one exception: my son. Oh god, I don't know how to feel about that. Like, yeah, I think that is a good exception. Whenever it comes to child child-free weddings, I think a lot of times it's got to do with, you know, people who are coming bringing their children. They're not allowed to do that. I think that people actually get married are allowed to take their kids. I mean, that's my understanding. I had him from a previous relationship and we have evenly split custody of him. Until now, my fiance has gotten along great with him. We've had days out as a family, she's gone to see his games, and she's even taken him out on fun days, just the two of them. I brought up that I wanted to make an exception for the no kids rules for my son. She shut the idea down straight away and said she didn't want anyone under 16 there, as she doesn't want to feel like she or anyone else has to babysit her on her special day. But it is his son. Like, I swear whenever it comes to no child wedding, whoever's getting married, like, they don't count. They're allowed to bring their children, surely. I think that's the way it goes. I told her no one would have to babysit him. He's 15 and she knows he's well behaved and generally quiet kid. She then changed her reasoning and asked why I wanted my old family and life on the day I was supposed to be making a commitment to her and her new family. I told her while I'll be making a commitment to her, my son will still very much be my son and my family. I mean, yeah, in a way, you're just extending your family. By the sounds of it, the stepmom was trying to kick the son out of the wedding. She then equated it to wanting my ex at her wedding, which I do not and never asked. I told her that I don't care about the aesthetics of the wedding and she can pick everything else, the food, the aesthetic, the music, the dress. And all I want is my family at the wedding, my parents, my sisters, and my son. That is my only ultimatum when it comes to our wedding. Okay, so far it doesn't seem that bad, like he only wants his son there. And yet again, whenever it comes to the child-free wedding rule, I thought it didn't include like the people getting married children. She started calling me controlling by giving me an ultimatum, and then said I initially agreed to a child-free wedding. I'm now gaslighting her. But you're not, though. I thought child-free weddings didn't include the bride and groom's children. Like, I thought it was just guest children who weren't allowed to go. I said we can have a mainly child-free wedding, but this was one exception. An expectation the guests can't even complain about being unfair since the only child is the son of the groom. She called me an idiot and is now not talking to me. I really think that this is a reasonable one, but maybe I'm not seeing something, so I'm an a-hole. I'm gonna say no, you're not. By the sound of it, the only a-hole there is the woman you're marrying. She sounds like a walking red flag. Anyways, that was my opinion. Let's see what Reddit has to say. Wow, wow, wow. She doesn't want your own child to come to your own wedding. And not a crying baby or a terrible two, but a 15-year-old. A kid that will be old enough to drive next year when the wedding is. If this goes on as she wants, do you think your kid won't remember? Yeah, I'm sorry, but this is all kinds of evil stepmother red flags. The whole thing about you making a new commitment to her and her family and equating having your son there to having your ex-wife there. Dude, get out now while you just have to eat the non-refundable deposits for your wedding. Save yourself and your kid a world of hurt. You would be the a-hole if you married this woman. Oh my god, talk about a twist. You're not the a-hole, she's the a-hole. However, if you did end up marrying her, you would be an a-hole. Yeah, so just like I and the majority of people think in this Reddit page, she is cuckoo. She basically is like a Disney evil stepmother. Don't go through with this wedding. Your fiance is being controlling, gaslighting you, and showing you exactly how she'll behave if you're married. She doesn't want your son in the picture and will do everything she can to ruin what relationship you have with him. She equates him being at your wedding to your ex being there. Your son equals your ex to her, and you will end up wondering why you're in a miserable marriage and never see your son anymore. Not the a-hole, she's the a-hole. Yeah, so basically everyone in that Reddit thread is agreeing about the exact same thing. She's a nightmare and you need to get out of that marriage immediately. I just can't believe the fact she doesn't want your son there. They've done loads of activities together. Does she not think about his feelings? Wouldn't that be so weird, the fact your dad's getting married and you're not even allowed there? Yeah, that woman is cuckoo. I'm an a-hole for excluding my adopted sister from family photos. Let me think. Yes. I'm 26 and my adopted sister Ali is 14. The way we're related is that my younger brother Michael, 24, has been with his wife Maya since their freshman year of high school. Maya and Ali had a really bad home life and mum is very much in my home is open to everyone type of person. So over that year, Maya began spending more and more time at our house, eventually bringing Ali over as well since she was always babysitting. By the time Maya and Michael were 16 years old, Maya basically lived in the guest room and Ali spent after school, most weekends, holidays and summer vacation at our house. My mum and dad say they both love Maya and Ali like their own children. My other siblings who are 16 and 15 also treat her like she's part of the family. Even after Maya and Michael moved out, Ali is still in their house the same amount, if not more than she was before. Now to preface, I have nothing against Ali. She's a good kid and make an effort to be nice to her. However, I never really liked how she was shoved into our lives. She's not actually adopted and she still has parents in her own family, yet my parents spend so much time and resources on her. It's ridiculous. Everyone else has started ironically calling her their daughter or sister and I've refused. I don't consider her to be family. Okay, so by the sounds of it, the whole of your family's accepted her. The only person who's got an issue is you. Maybe you're the issue. Anyways, I got married recently, which is where the issue starts. I invited Ali to the wedding, of course, and she came with all of my other family. When we were doing pictures of my wedding parties, I decided I want one with all my immediate family. So my parents, my siblings, and Maya and Michael's daughter. My mum brought Ali to come to take pictures with us and I was forced to tell her no. My mum started to get upset, but then Ali said it was okay and sat down by herself. My mum isn't a very confrontational person, so she didn't make a big deal out of it. But then everyone else realized that Ali wasn't there and they got mad as well. I mean, yeah, I'm not surprised you're gonna be mad about that. Keep in mind, at this point, Ali's been living with them for how many years? Probably like 10 years or something like that. She's basically been living with the family since her sister was 16 and she's like 30 now or something like that. This isn't like she just moved in last week. She's been living with them for years. Ultimately, we took the photo how I wanted because they didn't want to do this at my wedding, but my entire family is pissed at me now. My mum said that Ali cried when she got home because I don't love her, which I don't. I feel like they forced me into this position where I had to do an a-hole thing by forcing this kid onto me. I don't think I should have to consider my family if I don't want to. I'm an a-hole. Okay, so that is the first bit. We do have some edits, and trust me, these edits get juicy. But would I say you're the a-hole? Yes, I definitely would say you are one. Edit: after the ceremony but before the reception, the wedding party and both of our close families took photos. I did not include Ali in this photo session. She sat with the rest of the regular guests waiting for dinner. I did not intentionally exclude her from any photos taken. I'm sure she's in some of them from throughout the night, especially because she was there with my family. I hope that clears some things up. But it doesn't feel that actually contradicts what you said. You basically said, yeah, with the main photos I purposely excluded her. So you can't sit there and say I did not intentionally exclude her from any. Yes, you did. Final edit: the people here agreeing with me are starting to convince me that I'm wrong. So the people calling my parents nasty in my private messages or just saying that they aren't good people, you're dead wrong. My mum is the most caring and kind-hearted woman in the world, and I should have made that more clear in my post. I mean, we could definitely tell that your mum's like that because she literally brought in a child that wasn't her child. Quite clearly, you're the opposite of your mom. You're stone cold. To be clear, I'm also not a monster. I don't mistreat Ali. I get her birthday and Christmas gifts each year. However, I'm starting to understand that I did do a crappy thing by publicly excluding her at my wedding because I wanted to be exactly how I imagined, especially because my mum was apparently blindsided by my feelings. I was 16 and 18 when Ali started coming around a lot, and it didn't form the same bond everyone else did. I never super liked being around kids, including my sister, who by all accounts behaved way worse than Ali ever did. But I recognize that she's become part of our family, and I think I'm going to make more of an effort to get to know her properly because I do know she is very mature and intelligent for her age. Okay, well, I mean, so far it's looking a bit better. You know, you're looking like a massive a-hole. You still look like a massive one, but you're getting in her good book. However, this shouldn't have to happen due to people in Reddit screaming at you. You should use your real emotions to realize that you were in the wrong. Also, I don't mean to minimize what Maya and Ali have gone through. By saying she wasn't physically abused, I really meant to explain why she hadn't been legally removed from her mother's house. She does have extended family that actually cares about her, but they live at minimum an hour away, so she stays with my parents the majority of the time. Thank you for all your input. Yeah, so by the sounds of it, she caved at the end. Like, she really did realize, oh god, I do look like a bit of an a-hole. So are you the a-hole? Absolutely. However, I hope you actually helped the girl out. By the sounds of it, you need to sit her down and apologize. As you can imagine, that post set the Reddit page on fire, and we're about to read a spicy response. I'm so sorry, but you're the a-hole. Unless my maths is failing me, this child entered your life when you were 16 and she was about 4, and you already had 3 other biological siblings younger than you, but older than her. Your words sound resentful as you started being neglected at that time, but you're taking it out in Ali like her sister slash babysitter, removing her from a really bad home life as a preschooler was her fault. Like she had plans of worming her way into your family. Edit: for clarity, you're the a-hole because you were an idiot to Ali at your wedding. You could have gotten your immediate family photos in a much nicer fashion. Edit 2: because people keep trying to give me information I already have. I know Ali is not adopted. I know she is not Original Poster's family. I knew that Maya is really Ali's sister. I knew that Original Poster has every right to exclude whoever she likes on her wedding day. I knew she owes Ali nothing. I still think she's an a-hole for the way she behaved. I'm not sure why everybody wants to change my mind about it. I mean, I'm with you. By the sound of it, the Original Poster sounds awful. If she only lived with you for like a week or so before the wedding, I could understand why you wouldn't want her in the photos because she's not really part of your family. She's been living with you for years. Like years. You're the a-hole. You said this girl has been living with you and your family for 8 of her 14 years since your 24-year-old brother was 16. More than half her life and basically a third of yours. That is a long time. On top of that, you let your sister in the picture. You said you wanted a picture of your immediate family but included Maya, the girl's sister, and Maya's daughter, the girl's niece, who despite being the spouse and the child of your brother are not considered immediate family. You basically included every important person in this girl's life in the picture but not her. I'm normally very much inside of it's your wedding, it's your call, but this seems like you're being unnecessarily cruel to a child that clearly is in an already horrible situation. That person took exactly what I was thinking and put it onto a Reddit thread. So yeah, just to clarify, Original Poster, you're definitely a massive a-hole. Guy blocks a bus filled with people to get fried chicken.
What about the traffic like behind him? They're all getting on the bus, but it's like, well, that bus ain't going.
How good is this fried chicken?
Until that guy gets his fried chicken. I don't give a Where's my chicken?
That is in Baker's Arms, East London. That little stretch of road is notorious for things like this. Side note, Western fried chicken burgers are bloody good. Okay, so by the sounds of it, a lot of people do that. Where are they putting in that fried chicken? If people are blocking off roads to get chicken, the chicken must be good. The fines are so small for the rich people that they don't care. Impound the car and take the license away for 5 years and maybe learn. Okay, so that's actually quite interesting because I read a TikTok comment recently. Basically, I was watching a TikTok about someone who used to work for a really rich family, and someone in the comment section was basically talking about how the rich don't really worry about getting fines in their cars. The way they view it is just paid parking. You know, they can park their car there and pay the fine. Obviously, for somebody like me, I don't have to pay hundreds of pounds in fines if I park in double yellow line. For people who are rich, they can do that. It just costs more. I can't remember exactly what the comment said, but it was something like, oh yeah, you know, I've got money, so it just costs me a bit more to park there. And it's like, what? It's like crazy. Like, the rich person was basically saying, yeah, I know you're not meant to park there, but if you do park there, it just costs a lot of money. I want to get that rich in my life to the point where I can park in double yellow lines and not have to worry about the fines. I hate YouTube pranksters. Who wants to guess that this prank is going to be harassing retail workers?
Do you guys still like buy games?
Yeah, we do.
That's the right disc, right?
No,
Oh shoot, they must have got mixed up.
I hope so, because that's not even a video game.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, Gregcraft.
The worst part is, that's me.
What?
That's me.
Are you Greg?
Yeah.
Look at this. That's crazy. So you sell those then?
No, now I'm pissed off. Yeah.
Senior Greg.
It's not my game, but someone you might use my picture.
So what could you give me for this?
I will never take that thing in my store.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, because it's a bootleg game.
Not even like $10?
No.
What if I told you I was just messing with you?
I hope so.
Yeah, it was just a little prank. What do you give it, 1 out of 10?
No.
So no out of 10 on a prank scale?
Yeah.
Did you think it was funny at least?
No. You can leave now.
Bye, Greg.
Really? I do have water here.
Oh, shoot. Okay.
Yet again, it's just not funny harassing retail workers. How's bothering normal working people at their workplace funny? They ain't paid enough to deal with that crap. Exactly, it's like they literally don't get paid enough to deal with people like that. I wouldn't even want to deal with people like that. You could be paying me £1 million an hour, I still wouldn't take it. It's just not worth it. I can't be bothered with them people. These pranksters are so vapid, they can't even come up with their own ideas. Just regurgitating crap that was stale decades ago. What are they, Hollywood producers? I can guarantee you that prank probably made that person like £400, which obviously is a lot of money. However, he has to literally post a prank like that every single week to be making a living. And yet again, it's just not funny. Also, some of these pranksters are going to get themselves seriously injured one day. They want the best reaction possible, which is the biggest freak out. If you freak out, they'll get more views and more money, which means they'll push other people to the edge. And eventually someone's going to lose their life.
You're pissing me off. You won't let me buy my stuff. You're right. I'm not letting you buy your stuff. What kind of America is this? Yes, put it on Facebook. They're arresting me for trying to pay stuff for my car. Yeah, I didn't go on Facebook and I put it there. I need my help, Angel.
What a delightful woman. I think we can all universally agree that her behavior wasn't very ladylike, was it? My favorite part is that she screams, I will not sit down while sitting down. And while being escorted out, still sitting down. My favorite part was the fact that she was like, this is America. Yeah, that is America. Funny enough, if you break laws, scream and act like a lunatic, you're gonna get arrested. She's a nutbag. Her screech made my dog cry. Put it this way, if an animal doesn't like you, especially a dog, you know that something's up with you. If a dog doesn't like somebody, that's a red flag in its own. Well, anyways, guys, let's leave that video there. It would seem like more people like this, let me definitely will. Press the subscribe button, see you all tomorrow for another video.